These tips can make all the difference between wearing your clothes and having them wear you. I'm going to be sharing 20 little known tips about color that can really change the way that you choose color for your wardrobe, put outfits together, and how you feel and look in your clothes. So welcome. If you're new here, my name is Netta. I'm a personal stylist. My whole focus is helping you build a wardrobe that you love because I want you to look and feel fabulous every single day. I think that we can have a better day through style. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, I hope that you'll consider hitting the subscribe button by the end of this video. So currently doing a boot camp where we are editing each other's closets, or where the women in the boot camp are editing their closets. And so if that's something you're interested in, if you want my eyes on the things that are in your wardrobe in an affordable and really doable way that fits your lifestyle, consider signing up for boot camp. It's nettamanley.com/bootcamp. I think you will love it. I've had thousands of women go through it. It's a little mini program that gets really, really great, quick results. So now let's get into color. I have a lot to share with you in today's video, as usual. Okay, the first tip that I want to talk about is that contrast is key. I've talked about contrast in the past, and I feel like it's something that we just don't hear enough about. And this is a reminder for those of you who may have heard the idea of contrast already. But basically, contrast is the difference between the darkest and lightest tones in your own coloring. So the easiest way to determine your contrast is to look at a black and white picture of yourself. So take a picture of your phone now, do a selfie of yourself on your phone, click the edit button and click the black and white, and it will convert your picture to a black and white picture, and you can see what your darkest and what your lightest tones are. So if you have a big difference, as I do, between your lightest and darkest tones, you're going to be higher in contrast. If you have very little difference between your hair color and your skin color and your eye color, and they're all blended and they're all similar, you're going to have low contrast. Now, why is this important? It's important because when you put together your outfits, you want your outfits to echo the contrast in your coloring for maximum flattery. So again, we're talking about wearing clothes and not having clothes wear us. If you've got very low contrast, soft, subdued, muted, blended coloring, and you walk in wearing a white and black striped head to toe look, the outfit is going to walk into a room 10 minutes before you do. On the other hand, if you've got high contrast coloring and you come in muted tones of beige, you're going to disappear in that outfit. So it's really about choosing contrast levels in your clothes that mirror the contrast levels in your own coloring. Now, everyone can do medium contrast looks. So, light to medium colors or medium to dark colors worn together are easiest to pull off. But when we're talking about light to dark colors, that's a high contrast look that works best on high contrast women. So contrast is really, really important. Okay, the next tip I want to talk about is echoing your eye and hair color in your clothes. Now, I've talked about this before, and I'm just going to say it again until everybody hears me because I think this is so important. Like I always say, God knew what he was doing. The colors that you've got naturally in your coloring are going to be colors that are going to look fabulous in your clothing. So I've got black and brown shades in my hair. Black and brown is a great dark neutral for me. I have brown eyes. Again, brown is going to be a great dark neutral for me, as well as, golden colors and coppers and rusts and shades like that. Now, if you've got blue eyes, you can pull a shade of blue from your eyes and work that into your wardrobe. If you've got hazel eyes, you're going to have like a variety of tones to work with that are going to be really, really flattering in your wardrobe. Now, I've talked about hair and the importance of using hair as the dark neutral or light neutral, depending on your hair color. That is a dominant color in your wardrobe. So if you've got dark hair, that can and should be your dark neutral in your wardrobe. Black and brown for brunette should be the best dark neutral for you. So that's the color to choose for bags, for shoes, for coats, for the investment pieces in your wardrobe. Now, if you've got lighter hair, blonde hair, or silvery hair, you're going to choose different colors based on your hair. So blondes are going to choose sand, camel, taupe, beige colors, maybe a rosy beige. Light hair, light silver hair or white hair is going to choose white, off-white, grays. So you want to pull a color from your coloring to create the neutrals in your color palette. It's going to be just something that makes you jump out all the time. My sister has high contrast coloring with a little fairer skin than I do, dark hair and blue eyes. And every time she's wearing blue, I'm like, I'm so glad you listened to me and only wear blue. And she's says, I don't only wear blue. And I always say, but you should. We've been having this same conversation for the last 30 years. Like, she has beautiful blue eyes. Every time she wears blue, the blue eyes pop. So really consider looking at your coloring when you pull out colors for your wardrobe. And it's not just any blue. You want a blue that matches your blue. You want, colors that match your coloring, not are just in the same general family. Okay, let's move on to the next tip. And I want to know, let me know which of these, in the comments, let me know which of these jumps out at you the most. Okay, the third, this is so important. Neutrals are not one size fits all. They are not one size fits all. So this drives me crazy when they're like, everyone can wear all the neutrals, and they show lots of medium toned neutrals like taupe and beige and camel and medium gray and all of these colors, as well as black and white and navy and chocolate. Those are all colors for different women. They're all colors for different women. I know how to tell you this. I already talked about contrast, right? So it was so hard for me to come to terms with this, but I was like, oh my goodness, beige, camel, that beautiful, luxurious, rich, old money color that I love, is not my friend. It talks about me behind my back. It hates me. It's a fake friend. It's a fake friend, right? And so often we'll see color palettes for capsule wardrobes with black, white, and camel, and those colors do not generally suit the same women. Now, of course, there are exceptions, but you want to find your best neutrals, not just neutrals in general. Yes, neutrals will always go with other neutrals, but your neutrals need to be harmonious with your own coloring, right? They're not just supposed to go with each other, they're supposed to go with you. So for me, my neutrals are black, white, and a denim blue. In the summer, I will also add navy. So those are neutrals that work with my coloring. I could dabble in camel or gray or navy. Camel or gray or taupe or beige or any of those colors, and you will see, I'm going to put up a picture here of me in a beige dress. I love this dress. I love this dress. I forgot to specify the color. It was sent to me in camel. It's a stunning, stunning dress. It is not stunning on me. First of all, it makes me look naked. But second of all, that color is just not my friend. So if you are trying to choose your best neutrals, again, start with your hair and your eyes. That's going to be a great marker for your neutrals. And you want to pick neutrals that suit your coloring. Okay, next, surface tones matter. So if you've got hyperpigmentation, if you've got rosacea, if you've got redness, if you've got freckles, recognize that those tones are going to affect how your colors interact with your look. So I recently spoke to a woman who said, I know you talk all the time about wearing blush. I have a lot of red tones in my face and I worry about wearing blush. And I'm like, okay, well, then blush in a pinky version is probably not going to be that great for you, but you can find a color that counteracts the pink. Using greens and blues in your wardrobe can really downplay pink tones in your skin if you tend to get flushed, if you tend to have rosacea, if you tend to have a lot of redness. So you want to look not just at the overall color of your skin, but any surface tones that you have in your skin. So muted greens and blues, can help balance out redness. Freckles can be complemented by soft, earthy tones that don't overpower your natural coloring. So pay attention to the coloring that you have. If you have sallow skin, you want brighter or warmer colors that will add a glow and a vibrancy to your skin as it tends to look dull. Okay, let's look at the next one. This is about brightness versus muted tones. So we're going to talk about your brightness versus your muted tones. Now, bright colors are colors that are really saturated and intense and have a vibrancy to them. Muted colors are colors that are blended and are softer and more subtle. So you want to look at your brightness to decide whether you want bright colors or muted colors in your own wardrobe. So some people glow in bright saturated colors and others look best in muted shades. This is the difference, the soft versus bright continuum in color. So someone like Angelina Jolie is bright, someone like Jennifer Aniston and Blake Lively are soft. So you want to pick bright colors if you're bright. You want to pick muted colors if you're muted. Now, the thing, of course, is that these colors also have different sort of personalities. Bright, saturated colors feel more energetic, and soft, subtle colors feel more subdued and feel more old money and luxury. And you can get an old money luxury look with bright colors, and you can get a soft, subtle, muted look with brighter colors. It just takes a little bit more intentionality. But yes, these colors have personality, but the most important thing is how they look on you. So choosing brights if you're bright, choosing muted if you're muted. Next, color affects mood. We've been hearing a lot about dopamine dressing. We've been hearing a lot about dopamine dressing. We're going into winter for many of you guys, and you're going to have day after day after day of gray and dark and drizzly and dreary and whatever. Color can really affect your mood. So consider leaning into your best colors, wearing your best colors, and investing in your best colors, colors that really make you happy and light you up. I wear a lot of bright red and a lot of hot pink, and I continue to wear them all fall and winter long because they're a mood boost for me. So really, what often happens in fall winter is that our wardrobe can look like just this mirage of neutrals, and you want to start bringing in some color into your fall winter wardrobe to boost your mood. Okay, hair color evolution. Ooh, I have a lot to say about this. As your hair grays or changes over time, your overall coloring is going to adjust with it. So that's why when people say, well, is it just my hair being gray that makes me now cool? No, it's that your skin tones have adjusted with it. I'm going to say a controversial thing. If you have red hair or strawberry blonde hair and really warm coloring, my suggestion as your fashion friend is to consider keeping your hair in that shade range. Because if you decide to go to silver hair, you're going to be doing a complete 180 in your coloring, and you're going to find that the tones of your skin and your eyes do not match the tone of your hair, and it's probably not going to be your most harmonious look. So I recommend redheads and strawberry blondes keep their natural color as long as possible. Those of you who have decided to go silver or gray, however, it's important to recognize that your skin tones and all your coloring adjusts with that. And silver hair pairs really beautifully with jewel tones as well as pastels, depending on whether you're light silver or whether you're salt and pepper darker silver. So again, the intensity of your coloring is going to need to match the intensity of the colors that you choose for your wardrobe. Okay, so recognize that if your hair changes, everything changes. Your color palette will change. If you go from a brunette to a blonde, you're going to look good in different colors. If you go from red to silver, you're going to look good in different colors. If you go from blonde to red, you're going to look good in different colors. So hair color really changes everything. Next thing that changes everything is the fabric finish. So we've all put black with black and been like, why don't these blacks match? It's the saturation level in the fabrics and the finishes of the fabric. So some fabrics are going to hold color and be more saturated and richer in color than other fabrics. So matte fabrics in general tone down bright colors. So if you have a hard time wearing bright colors, it's going to be easier for you to wear them in matte fabrics than it is for you to wear them in shiny fabrics. So shiny, silky fabrics tend to be more reflective, which makes bright colors look even brighter. So this is why sometimes you can put a jacket and a pair of jeans together. Maybe the jacket has a little shine, maybe the jeans don't, but they're both black and they're going to look like the blacks are a little bit different. Okay, so shiny fabrics make colors pop, matte colors make dull them down a little. Seasonal color all year. So really, you're always going to be looking at the colors that suit you, but within your color palette of your best colors, it's fun to play with colors that feel more like a season. So I tend to wear hot pink more in spring and summer, and I tend to wear bright red and wine. Like I wear red all year round, but I add hot pink to my color palette and some navy in spring and summer, and then I add wine, and I'm sticking predominantly with black in fall winter because those are colors that feel seasonal. Now these colors can and should be echoed in your makeup colors. This is why I've never fully understood how anyone can have a favorite color that's not also a lipstick color, because all my favorite colors are also lipstick colors. But consider using one of your best shades in your lips, in your nails, in your eyeliner, just in your makeup tones in general. Really try to carry those seasonal colors in through your accessories, through your makeup, through your outerwear. It's just going to be a great way to just kind of create that cohesive look. Okay, next, confidence is everything. The thing and the secret sauce, the thing that I don't probably say often enough, everything I do here is based on helping you look and feel more confident. And if you want to look and feel confident, you need to be able to look in the mirror and see that the colors that you love you back. The colors that you're wearing are not wearing you. So if you are wearing your best colors, you are going to feel more confident. The end. If you're wearing your best colors, you're going to feel more confident because the mirror is going to reflect that back to you. You're going to see yourself glowing in colors that really, really suit you. Now, if you do not see that, then you're probably wearing colors that don't love you back. Like I said, they're talking about you behind your back. They're fake friends. You need to wear colors that look amazing on you so you can get that boost of confidence every time you look in the mirror. Okay. Next tip, this is related to the eye, and here one, look to your lips for a cue as to your best like rosy hues. Now, some people will also say you can pinch your fingertip and look at the pinkness in your finger. I think it's a little too subtle, but your lips can really give you a clue as to your coloring. Like my lips are like a reddish blue color. They're like a cooler red color, and so that's a great lip color for me. So really look. We're not looking to the color of your lips for the intensity, for the depth, or the richness of your lip color, but for the overall tone. So is it a bluish red? Is it a orangish red? Is it a soft like baby lip color? Like what is that color? You can use that as a cue for choosing your best lipstick. Now, if you want to see my makeup colors by color type. I have a whole catalog for this. Let me know in the comments below and I will share that with you. Okay, next tip. I talk about this all the time. Metallics are pretty much your most neutral. I mean, besides your hair color, metallics are so neutral, and metallics are really a versatile neutral in your wardrobe that boosts your outfits. So often what happens is if you're a blonde and you're wearing black shoes with whatever outfit, the black shoes can really pull your outfit down. But if you switch out those black shoes and add a metallic shoe instead, metallic shoes never have that effect. They are neutral, and they also always keep an outfit lifted and always look intentional. Sometimes, again, if you're wearing a neutral that is not one of your neutrals and you're putting it in an outfit, it can look like the shoes were an afterthought, or it can look like it was the default color. But metallics will never do that. So I think metallics are some of the most versatile and overlooked neutrals in our wardrobes. So they also add a touch of glamour and versatility. If you want one shoe for evening that you can dress up, make it a metallic sandal, or a pretty metallic flat is the most versatile evening shoe you can have in your wardrobe. But I wear metallics during the day and at night. So love metallics. Consider viewing them as the versatile neutrals that they are. Okay, if you have a patterned piece that looks beautiful on you, that's going to be a clue as to your colors. So patterns reveal colors. So if you're wearing patterns and you look at yourself in the mirror and you feel like they look off, chances are the colors in those patterns are off and the contrast level in those patterns is off. But if you're looking at you're wearing patterns and you feel like, oh my gosh, I look good in this, this really feels like me, chances are there's some clues in the colors in the pattern that suit you. Now, if you're looking at patterns and you're trying to see patterns flatter you, and if you're trying to see the right colors, the pattern has the right colors for you, you want to look at your best colors being in 70 to 80% of the pattern. 70 to 80% of the pattern. So for example, there are a lot of times I see clothes and I'm like, oh, that's not going to work for anybody. It's got warm, cool, light, deep, all the soft and bright colors all in one pattern. How do you pick patterns that have a lot of color and make them work for you? You make sure that the predominant colors are your best colors. Okay, number 14, mind the lighting. Pay attention to the lighting. Colors are going to look very different in different lighting, and you want to see your shades in different colors. In different lighting. This is especially true with makeup colors. One key that you can consider and can really give you clues about your coloring is if you've worn a variety of foundation shades, maybe across 2 to 3 different brands, look at the way that they've named the color. If they name the color with a W at the end, it's a warm shade. If they name it with a C, it's a cool shade. If they name it with an N, it's a neutral shade. And that's going to give you, especially if you see that across 2 or 3 brands, it's going to give you a clue as to your skin tone, whether it's warmer or cooler or more neutral. I wear neutral medium from IT Cosmetics, and so my skin tone is very neutral. But to see whether colors, makeup colors and clothing colors look good on you, you need to look at them in a variety of light. You want to look at them in indoor lighting, and you also want to definitely, especially with makeup, look at them in natural light. It's going to make a huge difference in how the colors appear on your skin tone. So lighting is really important. I will also say that we see colors relative to each other. This should probably be a totally different point, but we see colors relative to each other. So if you put if you're looking for a cool red because you've got cool coloring, it's going to be hard for you to just look at a color unless you're an expert. It's going to be hard for you to look at a red color and just know that that's a cool red. You probably need to see it next to other reds to know whether the red is a blue-based red, an orange-based red, or a neutral red. So try to compare colors next to each other when in doubt. Okay, next tip. We're moving right along. The 60-30-10 rule for color harmony. This is a really useful rule if you're trying to figure out how to put colors into your wardrobe or how to create outfits using your best colors and have it look harmonious. So 60% of your outfit should be a dominant color. This could be the main color of your outfit. Now, if you're going to keep your coat on all day long, I'm going to use an example. A camel coat would be your dominant color because it's such a big item and it's going to cover 60% of your outfit, right? 30% of your outfit should be a secondary color. This is a complementary shade that goes with the first color. So for example, navy would be a great complementary color to camel. So you could do the camel coat and then you could do the outfit underneath it could be head to toe navy. Now, if you're going to add the last 10% is going to be an accent color. So an accent color is a pop of color. Now, this could be a color that you love and you just want like a little jolt of color in that wardrobe, or in that outfit. And it's going to do that pop of color thing, right? So you can do red. For example, if you're doing camel and navy, you could do red and add a red scarf or add a red shoe. But you want just one small dose of that accent color. You can tie the accent color in 2 different places, but you don't want to definitely add it in 3 places. So you want either 1 to 2 pops of the accent color. That's how you're going to get the 90-30-10 breakdown. 90 being the camel in this example, 30 being the navy, and 10 being the pop of red. Okay. Flatter your face first. This is really, really important. I probably should have led with this. If you're going through a wardrobe transition, you've recently got your hair is silver, you've discovered that the colors you were wearing no longer suit you, and you're like, oh my gosh, Netta told me black isn't good for me and I've got a ton of black clothes, or I'm realizing that whatever, bright colors are harsh for me and I want to go softer, whatever that is for you. Start with your tops, because your bottoms you can cheat. And as you're going through a wardrobe evolution, this is my suggestion. Pull the very best pieces from the colors that you are giving up. Say you've decided you're not going to wear black, just save your very, very favorite black pieces and purge the rest. Then as you go to replace pieces, replace them in your new best colors. You're not going to throw everything out and start all over again all at once. Not only is that not practical or affordable for most of you, but you really want to start leaning into your colors and start playing with them and getting a handle on it before you invest a ton. So keep only your favorites in your old color palette, and as you replace them with items in the new color palette. Now, again, you're going to look at tops and jackets first, because pants, anyone can wear black pants. Eventually, yes, do I want you to switch to chocolate or navy or whatever your best version of black is? That can be charcoal, can be chocolate brown, or it can be navy. Yes, I would eventually like for you to have your whole wardrobe in those colors. But as you're going through a transition, flatter your face first. The colors that you wear closest to your face are the ones that are the most important in color theory and color analysis. So tops, scarves, jewelry. When in doubt, you're wearing a color that's a little borderline for you, add a jacket in your best color, add a scarf in your best color, add jewelry in your best color, amp up the makeup. Those will all help that to work a little bit better. Okay, next, saturation strategy. High saturation colors are bold and vibrant. We talked about this a little. Low saturation colors desaturated colors are softer and understated. So it's, if you can wear saturated colors and the most saturated colors for your coloring, use them when you want to stand out, and use more neutral or more desaturated colors when you want to blend in. That's why quiet luxury often has those desaturated and understated colors. So if you want to blend in, you want a more subtle look, you're going to use desaturated colors. If you want a bolder look, you want more saturation. Okay. Next, this is a big misconception. Dark colors are not always slimming. They're not always slimming. The reason is because if you're wearing a monochromatic look in a dark color, what you're going to see the most is not the color or the individual pieces in your outfit. You're going to see the outline of your body. The outline of your body. So that's good if you like the outline of your body. It's not so good if you don't love the outline of your body. So what's more important than whether you're wearing a dark color, it's whether you're wearing your best colors and your best silhouettes. So, black is not, head to toe black is not universally flattering on everyone all the time. Darker colors are generally a little bit more slimming than lighter colors, but more important than color is the silhouette and the fit. So even if it's black, or even if it's your best dark neutral, and if the silhouette and the fit are off, you're not going to look your best in those colors. It's not by default that a dark color is going to necessarily be slimming. Baggy, ill-fitting dark clothing is going to have the opposite effect. Okay, next, skin changes over time and that impacts color choices. So in the same way that your hair changes, I was talking about this a little, your skin softens, your skin tones soften. They're not going to be as intense, they're not going to be as vibrant, they're going to get more muted with age. And as your skin tones get more muted, your color palette should get a little bit more muted. So especially if you've got silver hair or white hair and your skin has muted and cooled and softened, you're going to find that wearing a block of really dark color is going to have the effect of your clothes wearing you and not you wearing the clothes. As your skin tone softens, your color palette should also soften. And so you should really kind of work that into your color choices. And then finally, final tip, this is long, color blocking can redefine proportions. So color blocking was uber trendy a couple years ago, but it's something that we can continue to use in one shape or another. But basically it means a block of one solid color worn with a block of another solid color. Now those solid colors can be brights, they can be neutrals, they can be whatever, but that's the principle behind color blocking. So how do you redefine your proportions with color blocking? You put dark color where you want to look smaller, and you put light color on the areas that you want to stand out. So if you've got a strong lower body, you're going to do dark pants on a light top. If you've got a strong upper body, you're going to do a dark top and light pants. If you're proportional all over, you want to minimize color blocking and maybe do a head to toe neutral look with a jacket in a contrasting color. So color blocking can really be a great way of kind of changing, fooling the eye, changing the proportions, making you look slimmer, making you look leaner, all of the things. So that was a lot, 20 color tips that you may or may not have known. Hopefully some of these are brand new to you and can help you look at color in your own wardrobe differently. Now, if you want to join boot camp, I'm going to put that link up here again, but don't forget to like this video and subscribe so that we can keep hanging out. I love having you guys here, and I'm so thankful for all of you. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.